Okay, I guess I have a co-host today. That is rude. Cover your mouth while you yawn, okay? Hey guys, welcome. My name is Beverly and this is my very first video of my very first channel, From Bev with Love. I don't know how you guys found me, whether it's the YouTube algorithm or if you found me from my Instagram bev.wanders or my blog posts. No matter how you found me, I'm so glad you're here. I am an event planner living in beautiful, beautiful Colorado. And on this channel, I'll primarily just be talking about some of the things that I just really love doing or just make me really, really happy. And if any of these things, interest you or bring you joy, please hit the subscribe button below and we'll have some fun. Some of those items that, I'm kind of referring to is outdoors activity. I love anything outdoors, climbing, backpacking, hiking, not skiing, unfortunately. I'm sorry to my skiers and my snowboarders. I'm working on it. I am just not at that level where I enjoy going downhill yet. It terrifies me a little, but I'm working on it. And then on the other side of that spectrum is I love designer luxury goods. I just have a really big interest in learning about all those different items, specifically handbags, and the whole buying and selling process. So I'll be kind of talking about different designer luxury good reviews and all of that. And the final thing that I want to touch base on, and the reason why my channel is going to be so broad, is I am also an adult living with ADHD. I've had ADHD my entire life, and we'll have a whole video about it, but that's kind of why I have so many interests in so many different things. Like, so many different things bring me joy, and I'm working on following through everything, but we're going to be touching base on a lot of those different things, like outdoor activities, luxury goods, plants, pet sitting, event planning, and all of that on my channel. So if you have any questions for me or any videos that you want me to, touch base on that very long list I just listed, leave a little comment below and I'll be sure to make a video about it. So in addition to just kind of talking about my channel and getting to know you all, I just kind of wanted to give you a little background of who I am and why I'm making this channel in the first place. To start off, I'm making this channel because I love to talk. If you are one of my wedding couples, you will know that. Or if you're one of my close friends, you will know that I have a really hard time of just not talking. I would just talk, and I want to get to know everyone all at the same time. So this is kind of a really good outlet for me. And another reason is that I just kind of want to build a community where we find people who have the same interests, or where we can have conversations about things that are going on in our lives, where I can just talk to you all. So that's the main reason I'm making this channel, and I'm really, really excited about it. Again, if you have any questions, just leave a comment below and I'll try my best to answer it. Okay, and the next thing would be who I am. Oh man, that's a loaded question. I guess I'll give you kind of a broad biography of who I am so we get to know each other a little better. And if you want to let me know who you are and where you're watching from and what you do and why you're watching, again, leave that in the comments below. But to start off, as I mentioned, I'm an event planner, event designer in Colorado. I work for a catering company, so I work with catering couples. I work with couples primarily for their weddings. I also do nonprofit events and other corporate events, but I specialize in weddings because it's my favorite thing to do. I find it so rewarding to work with a couple from starting to plan their wedding all the way until day of. I love watching my couples get married. It's just the best thing ever, and the best thing to watch my clients' events like vision come to life. So that's kind of what I do as a career, and it is amazing. I love it. It's so much fun. I am also a musician. I actually have been playing violin since I was 6 years old, and my whole life was dedicated to my violin. Like by age 10, I was practicing 6 or 7 hours a day, and it was definitely by age 12, it was a hard work-life balance with violin. But I actually went to conservatory and majored in violin performance at the Peabody Conservatory of Johns Hopkins University, and I also got my minor in business of music. By my junior year, I realized that just performing was not something I wanted to do. I loved being behind the scenes, and I was doing stage crew at that time, and I decided it was time for a career shift, and it was really scary to do that. I don't know how many of you guys have done a career shift, but it's weird as a musician, especially when you go to college for it. All your friends are starting to prepare for their masters, like auditions in your junior and senior year, and here I was interning at different orchestras, different programs. I was traveling between Baltimore and New York City, learning about arts administration, learning more about the business aspect of the arts. So I had several amazing jobs in arts administration before I came to my current job. And I had lived in Baltimore, I had lived in New York, I lived in Los Angeles, I grew up in LA. And I'm now here in Colorado, and I love it, and I really never ever want to leave. I am one of those people. I am sorry, native Coloradans. But another reason, so one of the reasons, and you can't tell, this is my ADHD mind, just kind of word vomiting to all of you guys. One of the reasons my husband, then boyfriend at the time, decided to move to Colorado was because he's from the East Coast, I'm from the West Coast, so Colorado is a really great middle ground. On top of that, we love, again, everything outdoors, we love exploring, and we just want a space where, we were in the mountains, but by the city, and it was the perfect place for us to be, and we absolutely love it. So that's primarily everything I do for work and my career, and if you can't tell, my work life, from being a violinist to being an arts administrator to being an event planner, has really been a huge part of my life and kind of dictated where I was living and who I was making friends with and all of that. Right now, we're currently just learning to settle down, and I'm learning about things that I really love and things that I really, really enjoy outside of work. So that rest of all of that is kind of what sums up who I am and what makes me happy. So I am a pet mom. I have 2 adorable pets, a really cute tabby named Sippy and a lovely pit bull boxer lab mix, not sure what she is, named Riley, and they are the joys of our life. We love them so much. I'm a wife, so we actually were supposed to get married last year, and then COVID hit. So we are actually postponing our wedding to July, and we're currently in the process of planning the wedding, so I will make a video about that as well. It's really interesting being someone who plans other people's weddings and you're planning your own. I have changed my wedding colors about 10 times at this point, so I think we're gonna stick with what we have now. But we actually got married back in June. I went through some health issues, and so did Jesse, and so did our pets actually. 2020 was rough. And we decided, you know what, let's get married and then we can have the party later. I am also an only child of 2 people who came to America. My mom from Taiwan. My dad is Singaporean, but he grew up in Taiwan. And my mom is Taiwanese and grew up in Taiwan as well. My dad came to America at age 10 and my mom came at age 16, and they worked their way up in the world. And I'm so proud of everything they've done, and for being their daughter. It's amazing to see how hard they've worked and how much they've achieved during their life and currently are achieving. And what else? Oh, I'm a plant mom too. If 2020 has taught me anything, it's plants are really essential in your life. I love plants. Like, if you check out my Instagram, bev.wanders, you will see how many plants I have. I need to count. I'm a little terrified to count the number of houseplants I have. I'm very excited for the summer because I can start gardening again and have some outdoor plants as well. Okay, so I am realizing now that it is really hard to describe my whole life in one video, nor do I think it's possible. I am also not someone who just writes out scripts for my videos. I do outlines and then that's pretty much it. Again, I love to talk, so I can talk at you guys at a camera all day, but to sum it all up, and I also talk with my hands a lot, you can't tell. But to sum it all up, this channel is primarily just, you know, really easygoing, and it's just a fun place for you to watch some fun videos, and maybe we'll learn something from one another, whether that be different reviews on outdoor gear or designer goods or plant tips. If you have any plant tips or your favorite plants, again, that's something you can list in the comments below. But this is just my intro video and I'm really excited to make more.